Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the night of the season where things are really starting to heat up. It is time for Summer Smackdown. Tonight we're at Ecatepec de Morelos, Mexico, where the belts are finally back on the line as our King of the Ring, Kaiji Tatsumi, faces off against men's Cruiserweight champion Shinjiro Aragaki in a last man standing match, followed by Queen of the Ring, Tenko Chabashiro, squaring off against Igus in a submission match. Will our ring royalty find a way to clinch their prizes, or will the belts stay put for another couple of months? Also, the Nexus championship matches are back as Akihiko Sanada takes on the man who came home second in the tournament, Nier, to get his hands back on the championship gold, and second place winner of the Queen of the Ring tournament, Eunie, looks to shock the world once more with another win over a Wingcrest women's title favorite. Meanwhile, Makoto Niijima has finally given the green light to take on Lora for the Women's Cruiserweight Championship. Jayden Moon has an opportunity to end his losing streak against Fox in a championship match and claim the Men's Cruiserweight belt for the first time in his career. And we have an ambulance match for the Eclipse Men's Universal Championship as the Mad Dog of Shimano, Goro Majima, looks to defeat the Dragon of Dojima, Kazuma Kiryu, for the second time in just 3 nights and take the belt back away from him. So sit back, grab a snack, and enjoy the show, because it's time for Summer Smackdown.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Men's Mixed NXT Championship.
And here we go. Introducing first is your challenger. Looking to get his hands back on championship gold. It is Akihiko Sanada. And this should be a really, really interesting match. And his opponent, he is your men's Nexus champion. After defeating Gundam Tanaka, after holding the belt from Noah, and looking to be the first person this year to hold on to the belt for more than 2 months. Because take a look at the stats. Gundam, he held it for 2. Nier, this is his 3rd time. So if he wins this match, then he'd officially make it 3 months. Kasumi only held onto it for 1. Sophie held onto the belt for 2 before being defeated by Mitsuru, who, spoiler alert, is looking to defend next match. Yeah, this year nobody has held onto the belt for more than a couple of months, which is a stark contrast to last year where Fiora just held onto that thing for basically the entire year.
Introducing the challenger from Japan, weighing in at 173 pounds, Akira Shibata. And his opponent from the past, weighing in at 185 pounds, the Men's NXT Champion, Nier.
And Nier handing the belt to the referee, showing it to Akihiko, and showing it to the world. Both men ready? And here we go. Ref rings the bell to meet in the middle, and Akihiko immediately catching Nier with a kick to the stomach, sending him down, and stomps to the upper arms. Now, if any of you are new to this series, to Nexus Championship matches, the rules are pretty simple. One-on-one. Every opponent is from a different brand, so right now it is Wingcrest versus Jayromada. And if you don't know what any of those mean, wow, you're seriously new here. Welcome. Akihiko keeping Nier trapped in the corner. And just scraping his face across the ropes, but both men looking to catch each other with clotheslines, but Akihiko coming out stronger. Anyway, interdisciplinary or inter-brand battles. So think of it like, you know, Raw versus Smackdown or whatever. I don't know. I don't really watch wrestling. Surprise. Normal matches, always one-on-one. No managers allowed thanks to a certain bony individual from 2024 and a controversial finish that saw the belt being taken away from 9S. Standing moonsault from, or standing shooting star press from Akihiko. But Nier rolls out of the way. And the biggest stipulation of these matches, if you lose, you cannot try again for the remainder of the year. So the stipulation actually ends up weakening throughout the year. So if you lose in the first month, let's say Kasumi Yoshizawa versus Sophie at, was it Payback? Yeah. Kasumi lost that match. And now she is ineligible to compete for the Nexus Championship belt again until next year. Which is why I made a point to... Akihiko nearly connecting with that Superman punch, but Nier stepping out of the way, now clothesline of his own. And now forcing Akihiko up over the shoulders. And a pile driver sending him down, going for the cover. But anyway, if Akihiko gets pinned here, he cannot try again for the belt, but he kicks out at 2. We continue. And Nier lining up a finisher. Kick to the chest. Thought that was going to be a pedigree, but no, it is a small package suplex. There's 2. Akihiko still kicking out. And, there's a beautiful reversal from Akihiko. There's one more rule that I'm forgetting at the moment. Let's see, one-on-one, no managers, interdiscipline, or inter-brand, whatever. Loser cannot try again. Yeah. That's the basic gist. As Akihiko with a spinning back fist, looking to claim the belt for his own. There's 2. And Nier will not kick out. And the, do we call it a curse? Do we call it the curse of the 2-month timeline or deadline or whatever? I don't know, but Nier has become the 3rd person out of 5 to or 4, whatever, to lose the belt at exactly 2 months. So winning it and then losing it at their title defense. Interesting. Very interesting.
Here is your winner, and new men's mixed NXT champion, Akira Shibata.
Well, Akihiko getting his hands back on the belt. And if things go his way later tonight, he might have a legitimate chance at becoming double champion in just a few months.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Mixed NXT Championship.
And for our next Nexus Championship matchup of the evening, introducing first, she is the challenger, doing very, very well for herself the past couple of weeks. And tonight could very easily be a statement win. Representing Ouroboros, it is Eunie. Asked her before the match, what is her plan? She told me, I'll whack him, and I'll whack him again. I'll hit him and I'll hit him again, but same difference. And she just told me, leave it to Eunie. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you haven't played Xenoblade 3. And her opponent, looking to avoid being a one-match wonder. It is, or she is rather, your women's Nexus champion, Mitsuru Kirijo. And I apologize, I got it wrong last match. Nier won it, defended once, and then lost. Same with Gundam, same with Sophie. Mitsuru, if this pattern continues, she should win this, only to lose it to, I'm going to assume, Fiora next month. But we'll see. We will definitely see.
Introducing the challenger from Avalon, Nier. And her opponent from Japan, the Women's Mixed NXT Champion, Mills Kirijo.
And here we go, Mitsuru handing the referee her belt, showing Eunie, and here we go. Both of them ready. And ref rings the bell. They meet in the middle and immediately locking each other up. Now on paper, these two very, very similar. Skill-wise, fighting style-wise. Both excelling in more technical fighting. I know Eunie, that's a surprise, but whatever. As Mitsuru taking Eunie to the ground here, headlock. Eunie pulling, trying to escape, but Mitsuru holding on tight. Eunie trying to get back up to her feet and escapes the grapple. Now holding on to Mitsuru, trying to get some advantage of her own. Just really cranking the neck. And Mitsuru escaping, or at least trying to escape, but Eunie holding onto the elbow, holding onto the shoulder. But Mitsuru uppercuts right underneath the ribs, locking up again. And now another wrist lock, but this time from Eunie. Mitsuru turning that around, just really work on the shoulder, a chicken wing arm triangle, I don't know, but Eunie escaping to the back, hammerlock, and this is exactly what I was talking about. These two extremely well versed in the art of technicality. Or in the art of technique, rather. Headlock from Mitsuru. And Eunie just throwing her down, a headlock, or a hammerlock. Keeping Mitsuru's arm pinned. And now Snapmare. Headlock. But Mitsuru throwing her down now, throwing Eunie into a hammerlock of her own, and are we seriously still in the chain wrestling? Are we seriously still chaining? Eunie with a with a snapmare into a headlock. Mitsuru escaping. Hammerlock of her own. We are witnessing something special, and it's only the beginning of the match. And now throwing Eunie down, finally creating some separation. Kick to the chin. Wow. And now Mitsuru is sending Eunie for an Irish whip. Rolling around, neck breaker. And a kick to the chest. And Eunie, don't count her out. She's been on a very hot streak as of late. Managing to beat Kasumi, managing to beat Igus in a few of her matches. Or in a few of her last couple of matches. But Mitsuru looking to put this one away quickly. Figure 4, nay, figure 8 leg lock. Trying to get Eunie to tap, but Eunie escaping a lot quicker than I was expecting. Mitsuru is still pressing the advantage. Up top, staring down, crossbody splash. Double foot stomp. Eunie avoiding the grapple, but not for long. Okay, fighting down. And now Eunie with her own signature, the double knee backstabber. There's two. Mitsuru kicks out. And now here we go, Irish Whip. This time it's Eunie with a knee right to the stomach. But Mitsuru, the reversal. Looking for a back elbow, but Eunie stepping out of the way. And now up over the shoulders. Throwing Eunie down face first into the canvas. And now Eunie rolling out of the way. And remember, whoever loses this match cannot try for the Nexus Championship belt again, which... no matter how this match ends, will be a damn shame. Oh yeah, also, I forgot, yeah, the rule that I forgot last match, the win has to be decisive, so no win by countout, no win by disqualification. If any of those happen, the belt stays. It has to be a decisive victory from the challenger in order for the belt to change hands. So, normal championship rules. Referee at 4, and there's a spear for Mitsuru along the outside. There's 5. Now, if Mitsuru were smart, she would try to keep this along the outside, but instead, she actually has some integrity, so... tossing Eunie back into the ring, going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Eunie, love, take a bow. I don't care if you lost. Somebody had to lose that match, and it just so happened to be you. Mitsuru... just hope and pray that you don't have to face off against Fiora next month. Man. Man, I'm still buzzing over that that beginning. What, we had like 3 uninterrupted minutes of just back and forth chain wrestling? Yes, please. Mitsuru maintaining the belt for another month. Let's see if the pattern really does continue, though. And now for our first tag team matchup of the evening. Introducing the challengers. I have to take a look at my watch to check the right time because I'm pretty sure it's Rhine time, it's Shulk time. It is time for the master of the Monado, the hero of the Homs, and whatever Ryan's nickname is. It is time for the Vision Warriors. Seriously, what is Ryan's nickname? I genuinely cannot remember. And their opponents, they are your men's tag team champions. He is the champ, or it is the champion slayer, the hero of all the rest, Rex, and the bringer of chaos, Zeke von Genbu, the heroes of chaos.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the Grand Prix Men's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 397 pounds, Ryan and Shoots the Blade Runners. And their opponents at a combined weight of 402 pounds, the Grand Prix Men's Tag Team Champions, Zeke, the Irresistible Force, Dynamite, and Rex, the Disciples of Darkness.
And here we go. The champions handing their belts to the referees, or to the referee rather. Only one. And here we go. Ryan, Zeke first in the ring. And here we go. Ref rings the bell. The two heavyweights in the ring to start. And Ryan immediately working Zeke over to the southern ropes, bouncing him off into the elbow, and again. And again. And now just bending the knee over the, or bending the back over the knee, Bane style. And now Ryan to the outside. Look for the senton, but Zeke rolling out of the way. And here we go, Irish whip into the corner. And look at the tag in Rex, but Ryan with a reversal. Now Zeke taking Ryan down, kicking him in the chest. And an Enziguri sends him down. And now successfully tagging Rex in this time. And a stomp to the ankle. Split leg stomp to the stomach. And Ryan looking like a bit of a joker here. And now Ryan finally back up to his feet. Neck breaker. And up, over, and just slamming Rex down. Rex back up to his feet, catching Ryan with a kick. Knee to the chest. Clothesline sending him down. Shulk looking for the tag, not getting it. And now Rex with a knee right across the throat. Ryan to the outside. Rex up top. Diving axe handle. Shulk really looking for the tag. Managing to get it. But Rex catching Shulk with a bit of a combo. Forcing the Master of Minato back up to his feet. Right hands just working the body. And sending Ryan for an Irish whip. Does nothing. And now back up to his feet. Shulk with the reversal. Stepping back. Hurricane Rana. And now Irish whip. Diving underneath. And a crossbody. Now going for the cover. Not even one. The referee not even nowhere close to being in time. Knee on the knee. And now tagging Zeke back in. Shulk tagging Ryan back in. And now a surprise pinup from Ryan. Zeke kicks out immediately. It's not really looking good for the Vision Warriors here. Ryan throwing Zeke down. And a diving elbow drop. Now taking in Shulk. Shulk with a kick right to the spine of Zeke. Zeke heading to the outside, heading back in. Shulk undeterred. Diving axe handle, drop to the top of the head. Rolling him around, going for the cover. Only going to be one. Toss to the corner, but looking to tag, or looking for the chain attack. Zeke with a reversal. And now Shulk in the corner. Lining up. The super kick. The Minato Purge, I'm gonna say. I don't know. And now Ryan. Senton connects and now heading up top. Frog splash. Nobody's home. But Ryan picking Zeke up, slamming him down. And just really feeding off the audience, allowing Zeke to tag out. And now Rex, not exactly pleased with Ryan. Outside, heading up top. And a 540 splash into the cover. One, Shulk breaks it up. And now the phenomenal forearm into the cover. 1, 2. Ryan kicks out, although that's probably partially because the referee was slapping him in the forehead. And now Rex trying to pick up Ryan. Not once, but twice, and Ryan just saying, seriously? And the wild down into the cover. Zeke breaks it up. now tagging Shulk back in. Flying crossbody. And a tag out because Shulk, what are you doing? And now Zeke. Forcing Shulk up over the shoulders. UFO. And the cover. 1, 2. Shulk kicks out. Shulk the reversal. Clothesline. And an Enziguri. Preventing the tag out. Dragging Zeke away. Going for the cover. 1. Rex breaks it up, but momentum is a fickle thing. And the Monado Buster. 1, 2, 3. And like I said, momentum is a bit of a fickle thing. Excuse me. You have it and all of a sudden it's gone and now you're on the back foot and yeah. But in the end, all it took was one Monado Buster. And the belts are coming home to the Bionis.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the Grand Prix Men's Cruiserweight Championship.
And here we go for our next matchup of the evening. Introducing first. It is the one, the only men's Cruiserweight champion of Wingcrest, 9S. And his opponent coming to play. It is Mr. 11037. Leon Kuwata.
Introducing the challenger from Nagata, Japan, weighing in at 148 pounds, Leon Kuwata. And his opponent from the Machine Age, weighing in at 215 pounds, the Grand Prix Men's Cruiserweight Champion, Niles.
And here we go. Belt on the line. We didn't see Nines hand the belt. I don't know why, but here we go. Ref rings bell, and they immediately tie each other up, collar and elbow. And Nines walking Leon back to the southeast. Referee having to break them up. Now these two having a bit of history already this year. A very one-sided history, shall we say. Where Nines just kind of took exception to Leon, who just kind of let Nines do what he did. And we're back here. Collar and elbow yet again, but now Nines locking up Leon in a headlock. But Leon trying to escape. Head triangle. And a senton nowhere even close to the target. And now 9S Irish Whip. And Leon on the offensive. And Leon the kicks to the chest. And now headlock. With Leon getting out of the way, there's a springboard jawbreaker. And a senton actually connects this time. There's one. 9S kicks out. And now 9S Looking for the submission again, but referee calling that off with a rope break. And now chicken wing, rolling face buster into the cover. 1, 2, Leon kicks out. There's 2 and 3. And 9S maintaining hold of the belt. For how much longer can you hold this on, or hold this up, or whatever? Because I really don't know.
The following is a 2 out of 3 falls match and is for the Women's Impact Universal Championship.
And for our next matchup of the evening, introducing first, she is the ultimate martial artist, Sakura Ogami. And her opponent, she is your Women's Universal Champion and the Ultimate Soldier, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Introducing the challenger from Osaka, Japan, Sandra O'Grady. And her opponent from Kyoto, Japan, the Women's Impact Universal Champion, Ultimate Soldier Mukuro.
Here we go, Mukuro handing the belt to the referee. Showing Sakura. And the world. And here we go, both men ready. Already closing the distance. Ref rings the bell. Sakura immediately getting out of the way of Mukuro's ambush. And here we go, first 2 out of 3 falls. Sakura stomping down on the wrist, turning Mukuro around. And slamming her face first into the canvas. And now Sakura to the outside, heading underneath the ring. Bring out a kendo stick. And this isn't just any 2 out of 3 falls, it is a 2 out of 3 falls count anywhere match. Mukuro stomping down on Sakura, grabbing the kendo stick, bashing in the ankle. And now heading to the corner, just chilling. And now a running clothesline. Pushing Sakura down, going for the immediate cover, only going to be one. And now Mukuro again going for the cover, one and only one again. And a diving axe handle drop. And Sakura getting herself out of that and rolling Mukuro up into the cover. There's one. Only going to be one. Have we broken into the twos yet? I'm not sure. Mukuro up top, looking for the elbow drop, but nobody's home. Well, this should be a falls count anywhere. I'm not entirely sure why the referee's not along the outside. And Sakura, Enzagiri, and now the referee's along the outside. Triangle armbar. And Mukuro immediately finding the escape. Still have a ways to go. And now Mukuro over the shoulders. F5. There's one, there's two, and there's the first fall. And now Sakura picking up Mukuro. Side slam into the cover. 1, 2. And a spear from Mukuro. Breaking the arm, rolling Sakura around. And now Mukuro heading to the north part of ringside. Bring out a table just because she can. And now Sakura. Knees to the chest, tossing Mukuro aside. And a knee to the forehead. Sakura trying to find her rhythm late in this match. Remember, she's down 1-0. So, if she gets pinned again, that's it. She needs a 2-0 comeback. Into the cover. There's one. There's two. Mukuro kicks out. And now Sakura looking underneath the ring and another table. Mukuro back in. Irish whip. Clothesline. And a running knee to the chest in the corner, turning Sakura around, over the shoulders again, and another F5. This is probably lights. There's one, there's two. Sakura kicks out. And now Sakura looking to come back with a clothesline, but nope. Mukuro sending her over. Or sending her over, rather. And now picking up the kendo stick. Sakura back up to her feet. And now the table. Setting it up. Up. Over the shoulders. F5 through the table. And the pin. 1, 2, good night. Yeah, I don't care who you are. If you get thrown through a table like that, you're probably unconscious. Sakura putting up one hell of an effort, though. Can't really fault her for that, but unfortunately, it's looking like despair prevails.
Here is your winner, and still Women's Impact Universal Champion, Ultimate Soldier
And for our second tag team matchup of the evening. And like I said on Friday, this ought to be a good one. Introducing first. Oh, excuse me, water went down the wrong pipe. Let me try that again. Introducing first. Punching their ticket here on Friday with a win against Ascension after Melia completely fumbled the match. It is Kyoko Kirigiri and Sayaka Mizono, the ultimate detective and the ultimate pop star idol, Harmonious Truth. And their opponents. They are your women's tag team champions. It is Ibuki Oda and Hatsune Miku, the Cyber Idols.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the Women's Hybrid Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, Kirijo and Sawyer My Zero. Truth and consequences. And their opponents, the Women's Hybrid Tag Team Champions, the Superstar Akihiko and the Idol Ivy Muta, the Crew.
And here we go. The Cyber Idols handing the referee their belts. And here we go. Kyoko, Miku, first in the ring. And ref rings the bell. They meet in the middle, and Kyoko immediately begin with an uppercut. Picking Miku back up to her feet. Wrenching into a hammerlock and a reverse DDT. Hammerlock DDT. And just throwing Miku. And now immediately tagging in Sayaka. Sayaka walking the tightrope. Double leg dropkick to the chest. And looking for the stomp. And Miku rolling out of the way. Knife edge chops. And a delayed DDT. And now tagging in Ibuki. Ibuki with a spinning heel kick to the stomach. Trapping the arm, stomping down on the hand. Cover. Only going to be one. Kyoko trying to create a little bit of separation, and does, but not buying enough time for Sayaka, as Ibuki tosses her to the north or southeast corner, tagging in Miku, and a double team attack. Kyoko looked for the tag out, but Sayaka not conscious enough to even make an effort. Look for the drop kick. Sayaka pushing that out of the way. Miku kicking herself out, clothesline, or crossbody rather. Kyoko still looking for the tag out, still unable to get it, and another tag team attack from the Cyber Idols. Sayaka back on the offense. Knife edge, or a hammer. What? Hammer punch to the spine, that's what it's called. And now Kyoko finally back into the ring. I'm sorry, I got like 4 hours of sleep, whatever it was last night. I'm running on fumes, man. Miku with a dropkick. And a reverse elbow drop from Miku. Tagging in Ibuki. And here we go, Irish whip, throwing Kyoko over the top rope. And back into the ring we go. And now Ibuki rolling Kyoko onto her back, going for the cover. Only gonna be one. Kyoko kicking out with force, catching Ibuki by complete surprise. And Ibuki with launching herself from the corner. Kyoko crawling to her corner. And Ibuki completely miscalculating her angle. Belly flopping on the mat. But somehow still on the offense. And tagging Hatsune Miku back in. Miku along the outside lining up. And a drop kick. Kyoko back in, though things are looking pretty dire for the Truth. They want any chance of winning this. Gotta act fast. That's a start. There's two. Ibuki breaks it up. That is absolutely a start. But Kyoko thrown into the corner, knife edge chop. Miku lining up, elbow to the chest. But Kyoko back on the offense once more, or at least attempting. Lining up. Soccer ball knee to the chin, or there's a knee. I'm wondering if I'm growing feverish, because my head is like a little clammy right now. Oh no. Miku crawling to the corner, Sayaka crawling to the corner, Sayaka tagged in. And throwing Ibuki for an Irish whip. And grabbing Ibuki from behind, up over punt. Right to the spine. And Sayaka, the slap. Not even going for the pin, instead taking in Kyoko, because why would you not go? Why would you go for pins? Whatever. And now Kyoko. Sharpshooter. Ibuki immediately escaping Kyoko's grab, not as strong as she thought it was. And an Enziguri, tornado Enziguri, Kyoko to the outside, heading back in, Ibuki scrambling up top. Kyoko trying to punch Ibuki out of midair. Kind of works. Springboard 520 moonsault. Sayaka's gonna break it up, but Ibuki in a really good position here to come back home with the belts. Dragging Kyoko away. Standing 540 corkscrew moonsault. Cover. 1, 2, and the belts are staying home. Well, he can't say that the Cyber Idols didn't, or the Harmonious Truth. He can't say that they didn't try, but they were just completely outgunned the entire match. That's why you gotta have a complete match the entire way through. It absolutely helps. It absolutely does.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Men's Hybrid Cruiserweight Championship.
And next, introducing first, winning his match against Noah to punch his ticket to be here tonight. It is the Blue Jay, Jayden Moon. And his opponent is your men's Cruiserweight champion of Eclipse, representing the Phantom Thieves of Hearts. It is the Phantom Fox himself. It's Yusuke Kitagawa. And for the past 3 years, Yusuke has had Jayden's number. I really want to know what the overall match record between these two are, because I wouldn't be surprised if Yusuke had like a 75% win percentage, 80% whatever, and like 100% in championship matches. This has been one of the most one-sided rivalries over the past couple of years. Like, transcending the past couple of years.
Introducing the challenger from Wisconsin, weighing in at 135 pounds, Jayden and his opponent from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 144 pounds, the Men's Hybrid Cruiserweight Champion, the Phantom Fox.
Here we go. Yusuke handing the belt to the referee. Showing it to the Blue Jay. And the world. Both men limbering up, getting ready, and here we go. Ref rings bell, and Jayden immediately running towards the corner, just like his match against Noah. This time not running into the referee, instead top rope facebuster, and now locking in collar and elbow. Yusuke immediately rolling Jayden's wrist around. And now arm head triangle, arm head chicken wing triangle, still whatever, I don't know. And Jayden trying to find the escape, and does, and now throwing Fox to a headlock. Fox trying to escape, and does, throwing Jayden right into the referee. By complete accident. And now a dragon screw from the corner. And now just really working on the knee. Destroy the base, destroy the offense. Destroy the offense, destroy any chance of winning. It's quite simple. Elbow to the chest. I know I've talked about this before, but it's really interesting, like, the strategy of, like, fighting. How, like, you know, working the body, working the legs, and working the head, like, they all have completely different applications, yet all completely valid. Like, working the legs, you just, you know, you limit your opponent's offense. Work the body, you work their stamina. Not really much they can do, you're just shortening the fight. And then, of course, head hunting, you can just knock out your opponent like that, so... No, it's interesting, really interesting. Fox to the outside, heading back in. Well, Jayden trying to ledge protect a little bit. Fox fighting back in. And now Irish Whip diving underneath the Blue Jay with a drop kick. Senton, but Fox rolling out right underneath. And a clothesline. Senton. And Fox with a knee. Cover. There's one. Jayden kicks out. Back heel kick, but Fox getting out of the way. Jayden the reversal. And Fox with a reversal right back. And now Fox the clotheslines. Catching Jayden in the nose with that kick. Here's the cover. 1, 2, Jayden kicks out. Stomp to the calf. Spinning arm breaker. And Jayden catching the kick. Surviving for a few more minutes. Throwing Fox down. And walking him to the northeast corner. Pulling him away. Scoop slam. And now Jayden, middle rope, Diving heel kick. And the referee getting in the way. Jayden. Tornado kick, the blue typhoon kick, whatever you want to call it. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Fox kicks out. But Jayden, he knows he has the momentum now. Years of coming up short. Years of being player number 2. He finally has one hand on the belt. Will Fox yank it from his hands? There's only one. Now Jayden rolling Fox up. There's 1. There's 2. Fox with a cover now. Trying to defend the belt. Jayden kicks out. And a satellite DDT. As I was saying, Jayden already has one hand on the belt. Frog splash. Can he put 2 on it and raise it up high above his head? Or will Fox play spoiler once more? And now turning Fox around in the corner. DDT. And now Fox using the ropes to get back up to his feet. Jayden, clothesline over the top rope. He knows he has what it takes. The question is, does he have the poise? He has the skills, he has the means, the opportunity, the momentum. Does he have the clutch factor? Does he have the poise? That's been his biggest weakness for the past several years, is closing out these big time matches. Will today be any different? Throwing Fox onto his back. Fox back up to his feet. Both men kicking like this is like a martial arts movie. And now into the ring post. Fox back into the ring. Jayden might have wasted just a little bit too much time, but he's back to his feet. He's back into the ring. Not being trapped outside. But there's a spinning heel kick from Fox. Jayden not getting trapped by the invisible wall because this game is an absolute... whatever. Anyway, there's a face buster from Fox. Going for the cover. 1. Only 1. But like I said earlier, momentum is a fickle thing. And now it seems to be swinging back into the hands of Fox. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. History is a flat circle, and the doorknob is, and the door is broken. The door handle is broken. And another heartbreaking loss for the Blue Jay. Flying high, a little close to the sun. A little bit too close, and well, the fall was quick. At least the fall was quick.
Here is your winner, and Cruiserweight champion, the Phantom Fox. The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Grand Prix Women's Cruiserweight Championship.
Introducing first, she is the challenger and she's been waiting months for this opportunity, and it is finally here. Representing the Phantom Thieves of Heart, the queen of said Phantom Thieves, Makoto Niijima. And her opponent, she is your women's Cruiserweight champion, looking to end the game of hot potato here and now. From Torna, it is Lora.
Introducing the challenger from Tokyo, Japan, the Queen. And her opponent from out of this world, the Grand Prix Women's Cruiserweight Champion, Lora.
Here we go, Lora handing the belt to the referee. And showing it to Makoto, showing it to the world. And here we go. Ref rings the bell, and they meet in the middle. Makoto immediately pinning Lora, going for the cover, only going to be one. But absolutely showing her cards early. But Lora sweeping the leg back onto her feet. Makoto elbowing out. Locking up collar and elbow. And Lora walking Makoto back to the northeast corner. Referee having to separate them. Satellite DDT using the rope as leverage. And a moonsault from the bottom rope. Here's the cover. Only one. Lora in the corner, Makoto trying to get back up to her feet. Lora with her right hand, locking up again, collar and elbow. And now Makoto grabbing Lora from behind, rear waist lock. And rolling up Lora yet again. Only not even going to be one. And now Lora trying to roll up Makoto. That's only going to be one. And now a middle rope moonsault again. Looking for the elbow, but Makoto gets out of the way. Big boot to the chin. Look for the hammer drop, but Lora gets out of the way. Makoto catching her with a clothesline. Twice. Thrice. And now Lora scrambling to the corner. Makoto having her exactly where she wants her. What are we looking for here? Triangle drop kick off the apron. And now Makoto heading up top. Elbow drop. Finds its mark. Cover. 1, 2. Lora kicks out. Again, it probably helps that she was being slapped in the face, but whatever. And now Makoto in the corner. Spear. I don't think she's quite done. Maybe. Here's the cover. 1, 2. I guess she is done. Okay. But you know what that means? Do you know what that means? Hot potato. Long live the game of hot potato. And if the schedule is to be believed, Makoto will have to defend next month, which means that we are getting more hot potato in just a month's time. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to hot potato, don't worry about it. It's an inside joke.
Grand Prix Women's Cruiserweight Champion, the Queen.
And Makoto Niijima is once again your women's Cruiserweight champion. Question is, for how much longer? And for our third and final tag team matchup of the evening, introducing first, they are the challengers. It is Yu Narukami and Yosuke Hanamura. Brosona. And their opponents. They are your men's tag team champions. It is Mondo Wada, Kiyotaka Ishimaru, the Ultimate Brotherhood. Kishitaka Ikumaru, like what the hell, man? Ist es öfter für mich? Ja. Ja.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the Men's Impact Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 289 pounds, Yusuke and Yosef Hannah Muta. The Blue Bloods. And their opponents at a combined weight of 314 pounds, the Men's Impact Tag Team Champions, Kiyotama and Mondo Bad Boy Omega, the Brotherhood.
Here we go, Mondo, Taka handing the belts to the ref. And they're back on the line. And here we go, Narukami. Taka first in the ring, ref rings the bell. And Narukami beginning with a couple of knife-edge chops. Now, originally it was supposed to be Torna fighting against the Ultimate Brotherhood. However, Petroka's ejection made us think twice. And, well, they kind of lost their opportunity. Narukami tossing Taka into the corner. Up. Top. What are we looking for here? Avalanche swinging neckbreaker? Yes. And now Narukami middle rope diving axe handle drop. Rolling Taka onto his back, going for the cover. Mondo immediately breaking it up. Kind of tells you a lot there without saying anything. Now into the corner. All out attack. And a moonsault from Hanamura. And a knee to the chest. Hanamura, picking up Taka. And look for a sliding forearm, but Taka gets out of the way. Hanamura with the reversal. Irish whip over the top rope, sending him tumbling to the outside and now going after Mondo. Hanamura sweeping the leg. Elbow drop. Taka kicks out. And the higher the referee counts, the more dangerous it becomes for Brosona. Now they're just staring each other down. Might want to get into the ring, guys. Float over DDT. There's 8. Hanamura into the ring. Taka in. Now he could have stayed along the outside. He absolutely could have. But integrity goes a long way. Crossbody, but nobody's home. Sweeping the leg. Mondo finally into the ring. And Narukami in the ring again. Immediately with a heads to Hurricane Rana. And Narukami dragging Mondo away from the corner. And now a cloverleaf, kind of. Mondo rolling out. And now hammerlock, clothesline. Into the cover. There's one. Narukami kicks out. And now Mondo setting up Narukami on the top rope. And looking for the Hurricane Rana, but just completely slipping. Narukami just staring down, like wondering what happened. Taka's tagged in. And a reversal because Narukami gave them way too much time to recover. But Narukami elbowing out. And now, Taka. High ankle hold. Hanamura's going to break it up. And now an Irish whip to the northeast corner, or southeast corner. Tagging in Mondo. Irish whip, shoulder tackle. And the cover. 1, 2, 3. And that's what happens when you burn your advantage.
Here are your winners and still Men's Impact Tag Team Champions, Mondo Bad Boy Omega and Ikusaba, the Brotherhood.
And your men's tag team champions, still Mondo Wada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. Can anyone stop them? And next,
The following contest is an ambulance match and is for the Men's Hybrid Universal Championship.
introducing first, in what's not the main event, but really should, let's be honest. Introducing first, he is the challenger. He's been waiting months for this opportunity, and now finally getting it. It is the Mad Dog of Shimano, Goro Majima. And his opponent, he is your men's Universal Champion. It is the Dragon of Dojima, Kazuma Kiryu.
Introducing the challenger from Osaka, Japan, weighing in at 178 pounds, Maria. And his opponent from Tokyo, Japan, Weighing in at 194 pounds, the men's hybrid universal champion, the Dragon, Kiryu.
And here we go, Kiryu handing the belt to the referee. Showing it to Majima. And the match I'm sure we've all been waiting for is finally here. Bring in the ambulance, boys.
There are no pinfalls, submissions, disqualifications, or countouts. The only way to win is for a superstar to force their opponent into the ambulance by any means necessary. After closing both doors, the remaining superstar will be declared the winner. Now, let the match begin.
Here we go, Majima, Kiryu. Both men ready, and ref rings the bell. Majima immediately beginning with an uppercut to the stomach. And now throwing Kiryu over the top rope. And a DDT into the apron. Majima looking for the knee drop, but Kiryu rolling out of the way, and there's a spear. Now Majima coming up victorious in a pretty dominant 2-0 victory against Kiryu on Friday during their main event. That was a first 2 out of 3 falls match. And now Kiryu trying to avoid losing 2 matches in 3 nights. Now bashing Majima's head into the thin padding of the outside mat. And picking up a kendo stick, throwing it at Majima. And a spear into the barricade. Roundhouse kick, and goes down, down goes Majima. And now Kiryu walking Majima back into the ring. And Kiryu staying along the outside. And a flying clothesline. Middle rope. Staring down Majima. Looking for the Hurricane Rana, but Majima catching that, throwing Kiryu down. There's 1, there's 2. 2 elbows and a stomp. Now Kiryu picking up Majima, throwing him down, middle of the ring. And back to the outside. Kiryu opening up the doors of the ambulance. Back inside the ring. Here comes Majima looking for the diving accidental drop, but Kiryu punching his stomach on the way down. And Irish whip. Back by drop. Kiryu forcing Majima back up to his feet. And back into the ring, Curious. And a Yokozuna cutter. Forcing Majima back up. Back to the outside. And Kiryu controlling this match from the bell. Uppercut. And a clothesline. Up, over, but Majima slipping out, chopping the leg. And Kiryu the reversal. Over the shoulders. Double knees. And a cross-body splash. And again, back into the ring. Not entirely sure what Kiryu's strategy is here, other than to deal just more damage. Clothesline, but nobody's home. Majima, the recoil. And now Majima, a sledgehammer, because what else would he have? Baseball bat. He would absolutely have a baseball bat, but a sledgehammer also works. Now looking to open up the offense for himself. And looking for the, not the pedigree, but the chicken wing face buster, but Kiryu the reversal. Is that a pedigree? I actually forget. I don't think it is. DDT. And now Majima sending Kiryu to the outside. And up, over and a cutter. And now Majima forcing Kiryu back up to his feet. Lining him up. Face first into the inside of the ambulance. And now Majima tossing Kiryu inside. Looking to shut the door on this match. Kiryu pushed away once. Majima, can he do it again? Yes! And man, once Majima got Kiryu into the ambulance, very little resistance. I was expecting more, but guess not.
Here is your winner, and new men's hybrid universal champion, Maria.
And Majima getting his hands back on the belt. Just really soaking it in that he defeated Kiryu-chan, isn't he?
The following is a last man standing match and is for the Men's Impact Cruiserweight Championship.
And now for our penultimate matchup of the evening. Introducing first, he is your king of the ring. Looking to cash that in here tonight. It is Kanji Tatsumi. And his opponent? He is your men's cruiserweight champion, Shinjiro Aragaki.
Introducing the challenger from Japan, weighing in at 210 pounds, Kirijo. And his opponent from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 161 pounds, the Men's Impact Cruiserweight Champion, Sergio Eric Orme.
Here we go, Shinji handing the belt to the referee. Showing it to Kanji. And here we go. Kanji, Shinji, both getting ready. And here we go, refereeing the belt. They immediately meet in the middle, and Shinjiro immediately working on Kanji with the right hands, the lefts, throwing him down, not wanting the belt to go anywhere. And now Kanji locking up Shinjiro. pushing him back to the northern ropes. Referee having to break them up. But Shinjo with the right hand and again locking up. This time Kanji the one walking Shinjo back. And a knee to the chest. And now just forearms to the shoulder. And up, over, throwing him down. Just grabbing onto the face. Shinjo immediately escaping. Referee not even acting like that was going to be even close to a tap out. And Shinjo pushing Kanji down, but Kanji turning him around. Shinjo the reversal. And into the referee. Up, over, neckbreaker, delayed suplex. Stomping on the thigh. But Kanji kicking Shinji off. Not quite dead yet. Irish whip. And a belly-to-belly slam. Leg DDT. Just really work on that MCL, ACL. And now walking him to the Western ropes, throwing him over the top. And remember, this is a last man standing match. That's what it's called, last man standing. So no pinfalls, no submissions. Just keep your opponent down on the ground for as long as for 10 seconds. Over the shoulders. And face first into the mat. Referee starting the count, but only going to go up to 3. And now Shinjo throwing Kanji into the referee. Both men back into the ring. Avoiding the grapple, but not for long. Up, over, powerbomb. Now Kanji hyping himself up, forcing Shinjo up over the shoulders. Knee first, go to sleep. 3, 4, 5. Referee getting up there, but that's only going to be an 8. Shinjo uppercut to the stomach. Part of me wonders how much of that was Shinjo just taking a rest, taking a break, using as much time as he needed to recover. Learning from Akihiko. There's 2, 3, 4. Shinjo in the corner just cheering to the crowd. There's 8. 9. Kanji back up to his feet just before 10. But Shinjo just really work on him. And now to the outside, underneath the ring. Kendo stick. Now Shinjo just standing by, in case Kanji decides to pop the shoulder back up. There's 9, and he does. But here comes Kanji with the here comes Shinjo with the kendo stick. Kanji back up to his feet, ripping the kendo stick from Shinjo's hands. Shinjo only staying down for 2. But here comes Kanji. Irish whip. Looking for something. But Shinjo, the reversal, throwing Kanji down. Kanji back up to his feet. Here comes Shinjiro, but Kanji with the reversal. And now up over the shoulders. Are we going to sleep once more? Go the fuck to sleep. Seven, 8, still 8. Kanji undeterred, neck breaker. That was a double 1 count. But Kanji taking full advantage, getting his breath back. That's a 9, but not a 10. Another clothesline, sending Shinjo down. And every time Shinjo has to get back up to his feet, just saps that much more energy away from him. And Kanji knows exactly, well, maybe not exactly what he's doing, but he does have a plan. That's another 9 count. Turning Shinjo around. Slamming him home. Will this be the 10? And Kanji, he's just letting Shinjo get back up to his feet. Smart strategy. Don't break the pin. Don't break the count if you don't need to. 9. Still Shinjo gets up. And Shinjo, one more finisher. But Kanji, he's had plenty of time to recover. There's 4. But now Shinjo demanding that he gets up. There's 8. There's 9. And there's 10. Man, that was just unstoppable force meets immovable object.
for the Women's Impact Cruiserweight Championship.
And for our main event of the evening, introducing first, she is your queen of the ring, Tenko Chabashira. And her opponent, she is your women's cruiserweight champion, representing C's, Igus.
Introducing the challenger from Nagata, Japan, Cold Charlotte. And her opponent from Kamakura, Kanagawa, Japan, the Women's Impact Cruiserweight Champion,
Here we go, Igus handing the belt to the referee, showing Tenko, and here we go, one final match of the evening. Tenko, Igus, both ready, and here we go, submission match start. And Igus immediately throwing Tenko down, but Tenko kicking out. And now locking up collar and elbow. And now Igus with a headlock. But Tenko throwing her off of her. And a tackle. There's a couple stomps on the hand. And Tenko stomping down on the head of Igus. Igus rolling out of the way, shot to the thigh, and tackling Tenko down. And a moonsault connects. Tenko rolling out of the way, locking up again. Pushing Igus to the southeast corner. Referee separating them. And Tenko forcing Igus back up to her feet. Tossed to the corner. Sending her up top. And just tumbling to the outside. Tenko to the outside, turning Igus around. Turning Igus around. And throwing her down. And now Tenko on top of the barricade. Looking for the axe handle drop, but nobody's home. And now Igus sending her for a run. Tenko immediately back up to her feet. And back to the ring we go. Tenko, the ground and pound. Remember, the only way to win this match, submission. So all of this damage is good, but just don't go ahead, just don't go pinning and thinking that you can actually win that way. Suplex. And again. Yep, this is the Tenko that we know and love. And Tenko lining up from behind. Looking for the release suplex, but Igus gets out of the way. Suplex of her own. And now middle rope crossbody, but barely just missing. Now both women just exchanging right hands in the middle of the ring. Absolutely no survival instinct there, but Tenko coming out on top, sliding knee to the stomach. Igus crawling to the corner. Tenko staring her down. Setting her up top. But Igus with the reversal. Flying forearm. Forcing Tenko back up to her feet. Just driving the knee into the chin. Cloverleaf. And here we go. First submission of the match. Or first submission attempt of the match. But Tenko gets out. Kick right across the chest. Tenko, middle rope. Getting Igus back up to her feet. Flying forearm, but nobody's home. And now Tenko. Another suplex. How do you miss a leg like that? Like, how do you miss grappling a leg? I don't know, but the bow and arrow. Igus rolling out of the ring. Lucky to get a rope break, but Tenko, she was lining something up. Tenko just cranking on the arm. She has a target. She absolutely has a clear target here, and that's Igus' arm. And Igus driving Tenko into the mat. Back up to their feet. face buster, a chicken wing face buster. And now scrambling up top, nearly falling over the ring post. But a crossbody to the outside. Back into the ring we go. And the momentum, once in Tenko's corner, shifting over to Igus. Hurricane Rana. And Igus, I think she's broken, but there's a standing corkscrew moonsault. Turning Tenko around. Surfboard stretch, I think that is. And releasing the hold. Not entirely sure what the idea is there. Tenko slides out of the way. Igus rolling out of the way. Up, over, but Tenko. Surviving, rolling through. Pins are useless here, and Tenko knows that, so immediately getting out. And a knee to the chest. Igus bleeding, which I don't really know she canonically can bleed, but whatever. Tenko back on the offense, scrambling up top. Diving axe handle drop. Finisher. Or finisher inbound, rather. And a release suplex. A release German suplex, just completely folding Igus. And again, trying for the bow and arrow. Walking in. Can she hold on? And yes, she can. Igus forced to tap out. And Tenko Chabashira will claim the belt for herself. I'm just pleased that the two main events were like as close as they were. I was a little bit worried that they were going to be, complete washes, but no. They were actually pretty damn good. And with that, I would like to thank all for joining us here tonight and hope to see you on Monday for Jayromada, Wednesday night for Wingcrest, and Friday night for Eclipse as we get ready, or start preparing, rather, for Saturday night main event. And in 2 PLE time, it is the Royal Rumble. Certainly things to look forward to. But with that, I would like to thank you for joining us here tonight, and hope to see you then. Until then, we are signing out from Ecatepec de Morelos, Mexico. See ya. Man, I hope I pronounced that correctly. If not, whatever.